Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and direct. It's a late nighter, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy Rico from the Buffalo Fanatics. I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening, a nice hot evening for those that are enjoying the sun that's been out there. I've been out there, man. I'm getting a little darker, man. I'm getting that little extra chocolate glistening on me because of that sun out there. So we here, we live, man. Just wanted to come on here and chat it up with y'all and share some football thoughts. Share some football thoughts. You know how we do, man. It's the off season. It's slow. You know what I mean? So we're always looking for some kind of content to share. And why not do it with the Buffalo Fanatics, man? So before we get into it, I just want to give a shout out to each and every one of y'all tuning in, especially the Bing Squad. Y'all know who you are, what it do. Let me read some of the comments. I got to open my comments up. I see Miguel in the building, Acid, Raymond Paul, what up? Jonathan Provoost, I see you, man. What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? Dan Brown, what it do? Bill Harvey's in the building. Yo, you guys know I appreciate you guys tuning in every time, and it's always a good time when we rocking, right? So please do me a favor, hit up the chip flat. The chip flat. You got me all tongue twisted. Chat with BF. We got the flick chat going on right now. I think we're at 999 right now. So let's try to fill that room up and get up to 1,000 people. Like, it's just nice to have a big Buffalo Bills community. Just we talk Bills and we just do it up, man. Sam Mazza, what's good, man? Scott Blakely, what's going on this evening, man? What's going on, everybody? So shout out to each and every one of y'all tuning in, man. There's 61 of y'all. Let the room fill in. I know it's a late night. There's a lot of people just kind of chilling out on the weekend. So I don't expect a whole bunch of people to be on here, but y'all can catch this on the flip side. But I did want to touch on a few things tonight, and I will later on open up this channel. I see Nico James says, I love this channel. Man, I love you too, bro. I love you too. I just rock the camera. Anyway, let's get right to it, man. Everyone works with someone. Lots of colleagues that are different fans of different teams, right? You work with a whole bunch of Redskins fans, a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, Steelers fans, Packers fans, you name it, Dolphins fans, you name it, right? And we all like to talk about our team and what we've done in the offseason, what we need to work on, and you start kind of sharing information from what you know about the opponent. You know what I mean? So if they're a Steelers fan, you're like, yeah, man, you guys picked up, rookie receiver and this, that, and the third, and we start kind of talking, right? So I work with a buddy of mine that is a Packers fan, and if you look at what the Packers are doing defensively, I can say defensively, we move very similarly. Oh shit! Bing, biggity, bing! We got ourselves a new Bing Squad member, and my guy Davion Price. Davion Price, salute to you, my G. I was trying not to do this, but you know what I mean. You guys got me. I'm trying to be low key tonight. But you guys gonna turn me up when I got new members joining the Bing Squad. So salute to you, my guy Davion Price. Welcome to the Bing Squad. So we all got friends that we talk a lot of shit to, right? Our team's better. We talk about stats. We don't talk a lot of ish, and we just kind of share information. So I'm talking to my Packers, my guy Charlie Messer. I see you, Charlie. I'm talking to my guy. My guy, he's a Packers fan. We work together, and he's like, "Yo, we do the Bills and the Packers are very similar to one another. We're doing a lot of things very similar. We needed a pass rush. We bolstered our pass rush. We needed some defensive backfield help. We got the defensive backfield help. You know what I'm saying? We need some receivers. You guys needed receivers. We needed receivers, and you know, so they did some things similar to the Bills. And then he said something to me that made me think about it. He was like, check this out. Like, I always look at my Packers team and figure out, like, okay, if I'm an opponent and I'm attacking the Packers, who's my weakest link on my team? And that's where I figure he likes to have fun and say, okay, what free agents should we bring in, or what draft piece should we bring in to save our team or to help our team, to bolster our team? So then I'm thinking to somebody, hold on a second. So if I'm looking at the Bills team, offensively or defensively, regardless, who's the weak link on the Bills? And that's facts, man. By the way, shout out to Davion Price. I gotta give you love, man. I gotta give you love. Who is the weakest link? So then I'm like, okay, let me go to the offensive side of the ball. Because a few years ago, you can point out a lot of places, man. The receiving room is garbage, right? The quarterback room not saying a whole lot, right? Now, when you look at the team and you try to figure out who if you are the Dolphins or if you're the Patriots, you know what I'm saying, you're the Jets, and you're looking at this Bills team, who are you attacking? Who are you going at? Go at this guy right here. And before I get into my piece on who I think it is, who do you guys think, offensively or defensively? It doesn't matter. Who do you guys feel is that weak link? So my guy Kebby says Wallace. Levi Wallace is the weak link. That's the guy that you want to hit up and you go after, right? So I was of that mindset as well. And that is a tough question. Who asked that? Derek Robinson. That is a tough question because I was like, yo, who is weak? If I look at my defensive line, I'm like, I could easily point at Murphy and say, you know what? That's the guy. Get Murphy out of here. He's the weak link. If you're gonna attack, run to the right. Run right. But Murphy isn't that weak of the link that we should be that worried about, in my honest opinion. And then I'm like, okay, so let's move on. We're gonna stay in the trenches. I'm like, okay, wait a minute, Cody Ford. I honestly sat on Cody Ford thinking, okay, Cody Ford is that piece. He's the guy that I'm like, all right, although I like him, although he was a rookie, although I see some good things, he's our weakest link. If you really want to attack and get after the quarterback, just run at his ass, do finesse moves. Send the blitz. Corner and nickel corner, just bring it, right? Make him have to pick and choose. So I'm like, the young rookie should be the weakest link. Then I'm like, wait a minute. Let me slow down a little bit. Let me look at this whole team all together. And although this player I actually like, and I think he's going to be a better piece than people may want to give him credit for, I honestly believe that Josh Norman is the piece that people are going to be looking at and be like, go at Josh Norman. And let's break it down a little bit, right? If you look back the last 2 years, we'll just say the last 2 years. Some folks like to go further back, right? You look back at the last 2 years, he hasn't shown the numbers that tell us that he is a bona fide number one corner. It was clear. It was very clear. Scott Blake says our weakest is still a starter in most teams. We are deep. Although I agree somewhat with that, then it brings me to this, because he was once a starter. And demoted quite a few times once he was a Redskins, right? Not benched once, he was benched twice, right? So to me, I look at him as the weakest because they're going to look to attack us. And if you're going to attack someone that historically the last 2 years hasn't been the greatest, that's who you're going to have to attack. So I'm like, so how do we as a team protect him? Luckily, and this is why I agree with what Scott Blakely just said, is that we are deep. We are very deep. We are good enough that we have a free safety in Micah Hyde that can cover a lot of ground, cover a lot of field, and he's intelligent. So if we have to roll the safety over top to give Josh Norman a little bit of help that he needs, because he's not the same player he was 5 years ago, right? That makes all of the sense to me. Because if you think about it, people will be going after Josh Norman. There's no question about it. They're going to attack him. A guy like Bill Belichick isn't going to shy away. He's going to find a way to scheme and get my guy one-on-one, and is going to try to exploit it. Getting motions, trying to confuse the defense, and going from there. And I'm just using Bill Belichick because that's just the type of coach he would be, right? To attack a weak player in Josh Norman. So how do we combat that? In my opinion, if our defense is as good as it's supposed to be, we are good enough to have safety roll over top and kind of protect Josh Norman. I'm not saying Josh Norman is going to be trash, because I think he's going to have a solid year. But if I'm looking at the defense, as a whole, that would be my first weak link that I go to. And then after that, it's going to be Murphy. Murphy's the second one, right? Run at his ass and just keep going, right? And furthermore, you can leave. The fact that we have an all-pro corner, and this is why it makes more sense to me the more I was thinking about it, right? When you roll safety over, Poyer now has to kind of, come down a little bit and kind of fill into the run game just in case, right? We can afford to leave Trey White by himself. He's that nice. He can be the Revis. I mean, he is our Revis. You put him on an island, he'll be just fine. So we have that ability. Then we have Tremaine Edmonds coming into his own. I feel that that is going to help us this year because we're facing some tough quarterbacks. We're facing some tough teams and some very much improved teams. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how teams are going to attack on this defense because we have a very good defense, top 5 defense for sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting how one goes to attack, and the way you attack is you look for the weakest link and you go at that. If we had a shitty ass and terrible ass defensive line, right, and we're soft in the middle, what do? You jam it up the gut. You keep going up the gut until they can stop it, right? So we bolstered the interior line, we bolstered the outside, we bolstered our linebacking crew, right? The safety position is on lock, it's solid. We can't go wrong with that. My girl Kathy Barnaby says, "What deal did White sign? I don't remember seeing. He hasn't signed yet. As far as I'm concerned, White has not signed a damn thing. And as of right now, it's weird because we're in these weird times where owners are thinking of cutting costs here and there because of what the season is going to look like, whether we have a season or not. So who knows, man? The salary cap keeps going up every year. They might have to look at it. I don't know if they can or not. Don't quote me on this. They might have to look at the salary cap and be like, yo, we can't bump that up again because of this whole pandemic thing. So we might have to kind of keep it where it's at or lower it or whatever the case is. So if that's the case, shoot, he might have to take his deal right now. But nothing has been done yet. Nothing has been done yet with White. So I want to know, how do you guys feel about that? Who do you feel is the weakest link on this team? Who is the weakest link on this team in your opinion? So I'm scrolling up to see some of these comments. Asset says, I think our weakest link as a team is tackling. Yes, we did have our challenges tackling. But for the most part, what are you going to run? Like a lot of teams couldn't run against us. They couldn't run against us, right? So you can say that our tackling is terrible, but like keep running at us. You're not gonna get far. You're not gonna get far, right? So but tackling was definitely something that we definitely need to work on. But I'm more specifically talking about the player that is the weakest link on our team. So who do you guys feel is the weakest link on the Bills as of right now? Anthony John says, what is Anthony John saying? Anthony, we got the best team in the NFL, full circle. We definitely have a very solid team. We definitely have a solid team. That's for damn sure. People will try to attack Allen and force him to make his dumb mistakes. So you're saying Allen is our weakest link? Dried ocean? Is that what you're saying? If they're saying PR, they're gonna force Allen. I don't think Allen's our weakest link personally, but who knows, man? Some people might differ in opinion. Murphy seems to be one of the names that's being shown up right now. Sheldon Cole says Murphy has to get more explosive. You know what? I agree with you, man. If you pay attention and you watch these games and you look at just like wait till the snap comes off. You see Jerry Hughes on one side. I'll even throw in Ed Oliver. You know what I'm saying? And then watch my guy Murphy. His get up, his explosiveness out of the blocks, no bueno. It's very how can I be nice about it? I need more. And thus the reason that you see that you bring in an Epinesa, right? You bring in a Jefferson. So there's going to be some competition coming this year. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it goes. Chris W thinks Murphy as well is our weakest link. Bing. Welcome, Frederick Steck. Oh, wait a minute. Scott Blakely, I appreciate that, man. Frederick Steck, I didn't see that. Let me bring it back. Because I got in my bag and I must have missed Frederick Steck. Welcome to the Bing Squad, my G. And I probably there it is, Frederick Steck. How did I miss that? Bing, biggity, bing. Welcome to the Bing Squad, Frederick Steck. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the love. Let's go, people. Let's go. I don't want to ring the bell, man. I have the bell, but I'm not gonna ring it. I appreciate you, Scott. Salute to you. I appreciate you, bro. So it's somebody put Lee Smith. Lee Smith he's a walking flag. Yeah, but I don't see him as like ain't nobody like you're not preparing for he ain't no starter. First, let's put it that way. He's not one guy that you're gonna see on the field. You're like, oh shoot, Lee Smith's on the field. Nah. Lee Smith's on the field. All right, they're running. You feel me? Because he ain't know that he's no threat in the pass game. That's for damn sure. Graham Walker says, "What's the latest news on Ed and his arrest? Got to straighten up and fly right." You're damn right you do. So far, it's just he's going to be arraigned, from what I understand, and he's still able to participate in the virtual off season. That's the one thing that I knew that was going to be the case. That he just because the case is pending or whatever that's going to happen with this situation, he still gets to participate. From what I understand, whenever you get into these issues, and you got a case up against you, you can still participate. All those things can still happen. It's just that once game time starts, you suspend it for the first 2 games or whatever the case is, or whatever the punishment is going to be laid upon him. But in this case, he is still allowed to participate in the virtual off season. He's still going to be able to look into the playbook and do all the good things that the teams are going to be doing. But then once the punishment is levied down on him, we'll find out a little bit more about the situation. So that is that when it comes to it. Who did I see? Somebody mentioned this name right here. Joey Camp said Hauschka, weakest link. That's interesting because when you not only bring in a kicker out of free agency, but when you draft a kicker, it doesn't, the writing is, so they say, is on the wall. You know what I'm saying? So not that it's going to happen, because we've carried 2 kickers on the team before. It wasn't for very long, but we carried 2 kickers on the team. So could we carry 2 kickers on the team? I highly doubt it. I can't see us wasting a roster spot for 2 kickers. However, it's been done. But when you bring in a kicker in draft, Hauschka, man, the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall, and I feel bad for the dude, but it's not working out, brother. It's not working out. When we needed you the most, man, you're missing some suspect kicks, man. You're missing extra point kicks. That's when you know, when you're missing extra point kicks. That's when you know there's a problem. Something's up. D. Crystal says last year I think it was a second corner as our weakest link. I can't. I'm not sure what you're talking about right now. But Daniel Guaris, you bring in an Espinosa because he was the best player available at 54 and add some needed youth to an aging D line. Also, you bring in Epinesa because he's an upgrade. You don't bring him in because it's just the best player available. The best player available, that's perfect. But he's also the upgrade over Murphy. So I can definitely see that. We will hold on to Murphy until, you know what I'm saying, injury. If we're injury free and they want to be nice to Murphy, they'll let him leave early so he can land with the team, or they'll hold on to him as long as they can and go from there. But that heavy little price that he's got right now, that's not favorable to the team. Definitely is not favorable to the team. Freddie Steck, I don't think it's fair to go at the defensive line to the defensive line, to the defense like some do. Excuse me. We use so many packages situationally, it can be a hit and miss merely on play call. Hold on a second. So offensively, we got to protect Josh and give him time. That's why we did what we did last year with the O-line. Like, we went hard with the O-line. Quentin Spain. We brought in one of the better centers in the game. We brought in freaking a right guard. So like, we did what we needed to do to give him as much time as possible. And with all linemen coming back this year, so it brings a little bit of continuity. It brings in a relationship with all 5 guys on the line, along with Josh Allen at the center. Yo, it can only get better. Another year to gel together with the same 5 guys, man. We good. We should be all right. Feliciano holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Quentin Spain on the left side. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay, man. I think he'll have enough time to get through it. And I think with year 3 coming in, I think Allen takes that leap that we all anticipate him to take. I really hope it does happen. Now with the weapons, Dable may end up being the weakest link if not utilized. Just saying. Listen, Scott, the pressure's on. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The pressure will be immensely on Dable and Allen, because on Dable's end, we gave you all the groceries. We gave you the O-line. We gave you a number 1 bona fide receiver. You know what I'm saying? We've improved the tight end room. We've improved the O-line. We gave you a nice young running back. We drafted another stud of a running back. Yo, what more you want? Now make it work. Cook us a damn meal and make it last. You know what I'm saying? Make it last the whole season. You need to find something that works, because if you don't, we're in trouble. By the way, there's 100 people in this room right now. Do me a favor, smash that like button. If you're new to the page or you're new to Buffalo Fanatics and you have no idea who we are and you're checking us out and you like what you see, don't be shy, man. Subscribe to us, follow us, and enjoy the ride, man, because it's gonna be fun all year round. It's gonna be fun. I promise you that right now. So that being said, when it comes to weakest link, I like the fact that you bring in Dable, because Dable and Allen have a lot of pressure on them. So I've already explained what I felt about Dable in terms of the pressure and the groceries that have been purchased for him. Now you have Allen that has a number one receiver. He's got a reliable receiver, very reliable receiver in John Brown, right? You have a nice safety blanket in Cole Beasley and Dawson Knox. Like, you got two studs of a running back behind you. You have a solid O-line. There cannot be any excuses. There can't be. We have a very solid roster. We do, defensively and offensively. We can't mess this up, man. You can't, because now a lot of questions are going to be answered. There's a lot of people that still don't believe in Allen, and that's fair. And there's a lot of people that say, man, y'all sleeping on Allen, man. He did not have the competition. He did not go up against competition. He didn't have nearly the amount of snaps that a lot of these college guys before they came into the league, right? He was, 600 snaps, apparently, allegedly, in his collegiate career? 600 snaps? Come on, man. That ain't going to cut it. But he comes to the league, and he's holding his own. So he's only going to get better. I mean, what did he do? He just turned 24? 24? I think he's 24 years old now? 24, 25? Come on, man. He's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. Let's just hope. New Mexico, EJE, what's going on, man? What's up, Rico? Just turned you on. Great topic. Listen, man. I'm trying to bring a little something to you guys on this Saturday evening. Let's get it popping, man. Let's really do it. I know it's a little late, but I do apologize. We're gonna make it roll, man. We're gonna make it rock. So moving on to my next topic. I'm glad that I was able to kind of share my opinion on weakest link and why I felt that Josh Norman was the weakest link. Although I like Josh Norman, I think that he's going to flourish this year, especially back being under McDermott in a defense he's familiar with a supporting cast that is way better than he's ever been on. I think he's going to have success. But if I'm looking around on this defense and I'm looking who's my weakest link and who are they going to try to attack, Josh Norman is who's going to try to attack. It just is, the history shows that you can go after his ass. And that's the way I look at it. So moving on to the next topic. All right. Have that written down. Sophomore. The sophomore leap. We're looking for players that were on this roster last year. And I'm not just looking at the rookies too, right? Like first year player coming onto the team. Who do we anticipate having a leap in performance? And I'm gonna give it to you guys. Who do you guys look to see, or who you guys anticipate will have a better second year with the Bills this year, or you anticipate that they will come on? They will be the guy that, wait a minute, he was showing a little bit of something last year, and now he is. Let me give an example, right? Levi Wallace came on last year strong near the end of the season. So I, like many others, anticipated that he'd have a huge year. So right now, it looks as though my man Mahamud says Knox. And that is a popular answer. Dawson Knox could be the guy that we need to take to take a major leap. And you know what? I'm in agreement. I like it. Dawson Knox, and that's not who I have on my page, but I like that answer. Dawson Knox is definitely one that you see so much potential in him, man. Big body, decent inline blocker, can get down the field, athletic enough as well, and doesn't shy away from contact. Come on, man. You give him and he didn't get the touches. He didn't get the looks that he should have gotten in college. But when you have a DK Metcalf and you have a Brown, it's hard to get the ball in your hands, man. It's hard to get the ball in your hands. But now that you're in the NFL, and it's not about like just a one player, you got to spread the ball around if you're gonna be successful. Dawson Knox could play big dividends for the Bills this year, especially helping out Josh Allen in his third year. So a little bit of continuity between the two of them can go a long way. Now, I like that answer in Dawson Knox. Don't get me wrong. I really like that answer in Dawson Knox, but I have somebody else in mind. And Josh Talbot has that answer for me. And that's Devin Singletary. So here's my take on why I feel like Devin Singletary takes that lead, right? So Sam Mazza, thank you. He just turned 24. Okay, cool. So you have a young guy that's stuck in the hip pocket of a future Hall of Famer in Frank Gore. So he learned the game, the nuances, the little things that you should get to. And as the year progressed, you could see Devin Singletary getting better each game to the point where he was quite visibly the best player on the field. When you saw Devin Singletary in the game, it was like, let me sit back and watch because something special is going to happen. That's what you felt when you see Devin Singletary hit the field. And if y'all agree with me, you know what I mean? Smash that like. Smash that like. If you're new to the page, subscribe. If you're new to us and you don't know anything about us, give us that follow, right? I'm telling right now, that's what I'm saying, man. Devin Singletary, I feel, because he was able to soak in all the information and the way the league works, right, in his rookie year, he's going to have a big year. Not only that, he is the man. No more Frank Gore. He is the guy. He is the number one running back, right? That was number 2, right? So number 1, Frank Gore, him being in the hip pocket of Frank Gore is 1. Number 2, you have him being the number 1 guy. That's the guy, right? 3, you bring in a rookie. So when Devin Singletary is like, oh, is that right? Well, so you're gonna bring another running back in? Okay, now I got to really step up my game. So to me, I feel like that is going to be the big thing, man. We cannot shy away from giving the ball to the guys that run the damn ball, because he can block. He's not afraid of contact, and you can't send one guy after Devin Singletary. It's not happening. Shame on you as a defensive coordinator if you think you're going to get to tackle Devin Singletary on your own. And then on top of that, you have a hungry Moss that's ready to prove himself. Man, it's going to be a problem, people. It's going to be a problem. And I'm actually very much excited about that. When you see Devin Singletary, number 26, rocking that, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice, and I look forward to it. And it takes a lot of pressure off of Josh Allen. You ain't going to have to run the ball that many times. You ain't going to have to get a play drawn up. That's part of your game, but shoot, I'll take it. I'll take it. So to me, Devin Singletary is going to be one that I look for. You know what? I'm seeing this. I'm seeing. Oh, Jonathan, am I speaking facts? 1,000 facts. I appreciate that, my G. I appreciate that. Now, here's one name that I've brought up before, but most people think, they say, oh, he's a special teamer. Oh, he's not big enough to play, the strong side. You know what I'm saying? And granted, fair, because he's a slight size. He is a slight size. What he's like, 6 feet, maybe 6'1", like 215 pounds, 220. You know what I'm saying? So like obviously he's gonna bulk up, he's gonna get a little bigger, but he hits like a ton of bricks, man. He hits like a ton of bricks. He'll come right at you. So Voshon Joseph, I'm very much looking forward to seeing how it pans out for him this year. Is he just a special teams player? Who knows? We're about to find out. Another answer that I love a lot that's coming from Anthony Rufus, receiver Duke Williams. Duke Williams in the building. You guys know how I feel about Duke Williams. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna be competing this year. He's gonna be competing this year. Does he make the roster? I think he does. The fact that the roster now expands. Not only that, the roster expands, and we're probably going to end up keeping 7 receivers. I've talked on this at length before, so I'm not going to jump on it too much. But Duke Williams is a nice answer to see who, as a second-year player, is going to step up. I look forward to seeing a lot of Voshon Joseph, Duke Williams. Who else? I mean, John Brown, I'm looking forward to seeing. Cole Beasley, I want to see more of Cole Beasley. You feel me? So, but the one that stands out is Devin Singletary. I look forward to that. Dawson Knox, I look forward to. There's a whole bunch of guys, man. And that's the real. So and Juice, Ed Oliver, dude, with all this that's happening with Ed Oliver, you can't tell me you're not looking forward to see what Ed Oliver brings to the table when if he gets suspended, if he doesn't get suspended, how focused he's going to be. Man, we got a lot of guys on this team that have so much to damn prove, and it's going to be nice because we have a good mixture of veteran guys and a nice mixture of young guys. So we're a very balanced team. I'm like, I gotta give credit to head coach McDermott, man. McDermott and Bean putting something together, man. Samuel Green, Daryl Johnson. That was the guy that was coming real hard in the offseason. I'm like, yo, who is that? Who is that dude, man? And listen, man, I look forward to seeing him as well. Sure, I'm telling you, man, we got a nice little squad. We got a nice little squad. I'm not saying that we're gonna kill it this year. You know what I'm saying? But we're a very strong squad, and I look forward to seeing some big games, man, for real talk. So that's who stood out to me. Devin Singletary, the big sophomore jump. That's who I see that is going to lead us, not only have a huge jump, but I think he's going to move and turn a lot of heads. And then who knows what Moss is going to bring to the table. So it's going to be nice to see a nice sight for sore eyes, man. I'll tell you right now, it's a sight for sore eyes, and I look forward to it. So thank you for tuning in on this one. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. My name is Rico. Let me put some on for you guys, man. If you guys are not following us, please don't hesitate. Jump on the Twitter. It's the Buff Fanatics on the Twitter. If you guys don't know about us on IG, we're pushing 70,000 subscribers. About to say subscribers, 70,000 followers on IG. So keep showing love. My guy Bobby is holding it down like he always does. That's my guy. And the Flick Chat, man. Join us on the Flick Chat. It's the chatwithbf.com. It's that simple. We do everything that you see right now is happening live right now in Flick Chat. We got 1,000. We must have 1,000 people right now. We're at 999 people. So jump on there. Go on there. We're always in there. I'm chatting in there all the time. So, yo, jump on there with us. If you're looking for the merch, y'all know where the merch is at, man. I mean, you can get the simple, generic Buffalo Fanatics. You want to show love. I would appreciate that. So the bffanshop.com. Hit us up. That's how we roll. And if you want to follow me, it's the Real Rico _BF on the Twitter. Let's go. Moving on to the next topic. Hope y'all appreciate the show, folks. So moving on to the next topics, man. So every year it's a big thing. It's a big to-do when the schedule comes out, right? We start kind of circling certain games on the schedule. We start saying, yo, which game am I going to go to? Oh, shoot, I want to go to the Tennessee game. Oh, I'm thinking of going to, you know what I mean, the Jets game, whatever the case is, right? But when you start looking at the schedule and you see how challenging the schedule is going to be, I'll tell you right now, man, we have a tough one going forward. We very much do have a tough one going forward. So I went and I looked at the top 4 games that we should look into and be excited about and be ready for. All right. And hold on a second. My guy Game Tuts is talking. He says, my man, yo, no major diss to the others on the channel, but I'm only subbed for you, Rico. Max from Dayton loves you forever. I appreciate you, man. Yo, you guys have been real ones. You guys have been following since day one, and I appreciate you. But y'all got to show my guys love, man. The Bills guys are legit. Don't play games, man. Those guys, they know what they're talking about, and they're just getting started. They're usually on the mic doing the podcast thing, right? It's a different ball game when it comes to video, man. Listen, show them love. They're nice. Don't play. But Game Tuts, you know, I got love for you, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that for real. All the real G's out there, I appreciate you. So, when you look at the schedules, and what games stand out to you, before I reveal the 4 games that we should be looking forward to and be circled on our schedule, who are you guys looking at? Not the games that you want to see. I'm not talking about games you're like, I can't wait to watch that game. No. The games that are crucial that we need to win. The games that are crucial that we need to win. And I know the easy answer is all of them, Rico. Yeah, of course, all of them. But there's games that specifically, when you win those games, it gives you something, momentum. Like when we played the Dallas Cowboys and we came on national television and pumped the brakes and beat the brakes off of them. Yo, that was a confidence booster. That the whole locker room was lit. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at those situations, y'all got to look. Okay, so let me see. So what do you got? Game Tuss. What's Game Tuss saying, man? They don't have your energy, man. I like you, man. Biggity bing. It is all day, man. That's how we roll. That's how we roll, man. So my guy Nico James says Kansas City. Kansas City is definitely, that is the Monday nighter. That's the Monday nighter. All right. So that definitely is one of them. That's definitely one of them. The Seattle game. Nico James goes to Seattle games. The Titans game is going to be interesting because you got Ryan Tannehill. Now that's his team. I mean, Henry's running the rock. They definitely improved that team. So I'm looking forward to that game as well. That's going to be a good one. Ray Garcia, my guy, Ray Garcia, he says New England. I mean, don't we always look up for New England? We always look for New England. New England is always that team that no matter what. Pittsburgh, shoot. Pittsburgh, do we play Pittsburgh this year? I can't remember if we play. If I don't have the schedule up with me, but if I think Pittsburgh is one of the teams. I can't remember exactly. Nick Robinson, how you doing, Nick? Salute to you, my guy. Yeah, I can't recall, man. But Scott Blakely, what's my guy Scott Blakely saying? Oh, he's answering someone. White still on his rookie deal. Bills picked up his 5th-year option about 2 months ago. Yeah, he did. We did pick them up. So here's the deal, folks. Let me reveal to you what the 4 games I feel. Oh, Pittsburgh, yes, at home Sunday night. Okay, thank you. Like I wasn't okay. Thank you, Stephanie. I didn't recall if Pittsburgh was on it because I knew we played them last year. But anyway, here's the deal. First game, week 1 against the Jets. That is the tone setter. Tone setter. Nothing worse than when you go into week 1 and you lose the game. Oh, that it's I don't know what it is about it for me, but when I look at 0-1, even if it's just the one game, starting 0-1 is demoralizing. And it was so close to happening for us against the damn Jets. All right, last year. So we get to play them this year and make sure that we take care of business. Now, I just recently did a video on the state of the AFC East. Excuse me. I did it the last couple years. I've done it. So go ahead and peep that at the YouTube channel. It's really dope. I try to be unbiased and show the true nature of what the Jets are bringing, and they're bringing a lot to the table. And I'm not gonna front. There can't be, right? So nobody's sleeping on Mike Love, man. Nobody's sleeping on my guy Buddy Love, man. Buddy Love. Nobody's sleeping on Buddy Love. I'll tell you that right now. So when you look at the Jets have definitely improved their team. They've improved the O-line. They've improved the run game last year, and then they brought in LaMichael Perine to go along with Le'Veon Bell, one of my favorite running backs in the game. They bolstered up their DBs. They got in what's my guy Hall. I'm trying to remember his name exactly. Yeah, they brought in Hall. They brought in freaking Ashton Davis. Like they definitely improved that, man. But the most glaring improvement was on the offensive line. And then they bring in Denzel Mims. That's going to be a tough game. We have to come out and show out. We can't play no games this year. None. You know what I'm saying? So when you see that the Bills are playing the Jets, we have to take care of the Jets. Now, here's what I'm getting from the Jets fan, right? I'm looking through the comments, you know what I'm saying, when I made my video, and I kept it real. I'm like, yo, we won the game, 17-16, but like we made so many damn mistakes. So many mistakes, man. And like we squeaked by. We came back and handled business and squeaked by to get the win. But here's the deal. They're talking about, oh, you're lucky because CJ Mosley got hurt. And when the minute he got hurt, that's when y'all started taking advantage of us. Fair to say that. But if you saw the interceptions that we gave you 4 interceptions, 4 deflections. One of them off of Cole Beasley's arm into Mosley's hand. Wasn't it a pick 6 for Mosley, CJ Mosley? I forgot who it was. Like, if we don't give you that, we're not talking about this game. You feel me? So, like, I love how they like to bring up, oh, this player happened because just cut it out. If we didn't make those stupid ass mistakes and get the jitters out of the way, we're not even talking about that. Anyway, not to go on a rant here, but the point of the matter is this: we cannot start 0-1. We can't. Refuse to. Can't do it. So game 1, Week 1 against the Jets, we need that dub. And guess what? It's at home. Is it home? Are we home? So we were away, so we're home. The Jets are coming to Buffalo. No, we cannot lose that at home. First game of the no. Cannot. We need that dub. So the Bills must go 1-0 against the Jets, first game of the week. All right? That's number 1. That's the first game. Second game, week 2 against the Dolphins. Here's the reason I chose these first 2 games, right? See, Scott Blakely feels that we can go 6-0 against the AFC East. It's very possible, extremely possible. They've all improved. They've all improved vastly, except for the New England Patriots. I wouldn't say they've improved vastly. I think they just kind of stayed where they're at. But the Dolphins, the Jets definitely improved, especially the Dolphins. A lot of respect for the Dolphins. My guy, Papa Peck, I'm gonna bring him soon over so we can do live if the social distancing doesn't kind of calm down, because they're starting to loosen the reins a little bit over here, at least in Canada, where I'm from. They're trying to loosen the reins just a tiny bit. But when it comes to the Dolphins, they've definitely improved. Now, the next game is the Dolphins game. New Mexico says, Rico, I think the Bills will have too much for the Jets. That game will set the tone for sure. Yeah, damn right. Yo, the season hasn't even started yet. Don't get me hyped up, bro. New Mexico, don't get me hyped up. You guys know how I do, man. When I get hyped up, I start cussing. I turn into rated R Rico, and it's a wrap, man. Some of y'all love it. Some of y'all don't like it. So let me just chill. Let me just be in my bag right now. All right? Don't get me all hyped up. So, come on, man. Stop playing games, man. Jets improve. Of course they improved. You know they improved. But anyway, so game 2, Miami Dolphins. Okay? Miami has improved everywhere. Quarterback, running back game. O-line has improved. The defense definitely improved. They brought in some good free agent players. They got a damn solid head coach. They got a damn solid GM. The organization is on the rise. They're on the rise. So who better and when better to crush and demoralize all that hype and movement game 2 against a divisional opponent? Take down the Jets, take down the damn Dolphins. We're 2-0. We must. There's no playing games. We can't give it to freaking Fitzpatrick. We can't. We can't give it to Tua. We can't. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. So let's get it together. Flores is a hell of a coach. Stephanie Campbell, Flores is a hell of a coach, man. He got these guys playing hard. That roster, that Miami Dolphins roster, with all the injuries that they faced, with the quality of players they had on that team, they managed to squeak out 5 wins, bro. And that was with a roster that was some buns. When now they have a good-ass roster, boy, we need to shut them up and take them down, and that there's no questions about it. Now we start off, not only do we start off the year 2-0, but we start off 2-0 against divisional opponents. So the first 2 weeks are the most important, okay? So that's my argument for the Miami game. They got a good squad, but we have to slow down the steam they got. They got a lot of steam right now. I'm not going to front. They got a lot of steam, but Buffalo's got a lot of steam too. We rolling right now. So when Miami, or we go to Miami, or Miami comes to us, I can't remember. I think we're going to Miami. It's gonna be a hot one. You know what I'm saying? So let's get our shit together and take down and do what we got to do. And we already know. Like, look at my guy. My guy Ivan LP says Josh Allen is a Miami killer. So guess what? We got the ultimate weapon for the Miami Dolphins, and it's Josh Allen. So you know how we do when Allen plays against the Miami Dolphins. He puts up numbers. He puts up numbers. So let's do it. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. My guy. Okay. Third game that I feel is very important, that we must take advantage of, and that's the Chiefs. Week 6 against the Chiefs. That's a big one, because that's the Monday nighter against Pat Mahomes, against the defending champs, and the storylines behind it. Think about it, right? We have an all-pro corner in Trey White. The Chiefs have a Super Bowl winning MVP Madden cover Pat Magic Man Mahomes on the other squad. For those that don't know, The Bills, McDermott decided to say, you know what? I didn't vet the quarterbacks in this draft enough. I don't feel comfortable enough. I got Tyrod Taylor on my squad. I'm going to be on the safe side and trade down and pick up an all-pro in Trey White. But guess what? We traded with the Chiefs, and the Chiefs picked up Pat Mahomes. Now, Pat Mahomes is coming to Buffalo. Pat Mahomes is coming to Buffalo, and we're about to figure out where we're at. We're about to figure out, can we compete with the Super Bowl winning team, defending champs? That's going to be a massive game. If you thought last year's game against the freaking Dallas Cowboys, which was huge, if you thought that was big, yo, this Monday nighter in Buffalo, come on, fellas. Come on, ladies. Stop playing games, man. That's a big game. We need to show up for that game. We need to show up for that game. Because I'll tell you right now, the last time that I went to a Monday night game, and it's breaking my heart talking about it, but the last time that I went to a Monday night game, it was in Buffalo. And it was back in 2007 when we were playing the Tony Romo Dallas Cowboys. George Wilson was our safety, for crying out loud. How did a failed receiver, go to starting safety on a roster, and he wasn't even that good? Sorry, he wasn't good. But George Wilson was our safety. Pick six in the end zone. Yo, we were rolling. And then we fell apart. And it hurt. I'm telling you right now, when I was leaving the stadium, grown men were crying. You could hear a pin drop. That's how quiet and when we're walking out of that stadium, we're going to our cars, you can't hear shit because people are alive and we're wild, the people are drunk. Listen, we couldn't hear a thing. Sobbing, complaining, cussing, swear. Listen, man, you could hear conversations happening from over there. That's how quiet it was. I'm not trying to have that feeling again. Let's try to make sure that we take care of business against the Chiefs. And right now, if we take care of business against the Chiefs, that tells us that we are in a winning record. I don't want to say we're going to be undefeated because we have some really good games in between. But that game is one that I'm circling. The damn Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not saying that we're going to win that game, but we got to show up. Prime time. We need prime time Allen. Allen seems to embrace the lights. So primetime Allen needs to show up. Last but not least, the fourth game that I feel that is important to us. It's the first game against New England. I don't care if Tom Brady's not there. It's the N and the E. That crappy blue and silver that they rock. That is who I want to take care of business with. I don't care. It's the fact that we can take down the Patriots because the Patriots still have Bill Belichick. They still have some decent players on that team. They still got their slot receiver in Edelman. They got Mohamed Sanu. They got N'Keal Harry, Canadian. Shout out to him. Son of Michelle. They still got a decent little squad on their hands. We still got to take care of business. We cannot let Mr. Stidham handle business against us. There's no way. I don't care. He ain't no Matt Castle. We're not going to let him Matt Castle us. You know what I mean? When Brady got hurt and Matt Castle was able to lead the way for the Patriots, got into an 11-5 record. They still missed the playoffs, but still, we cannot let Stidham come in and try to mash things up on us. Nah, not happening. So let me recap. 4 games. First game against the Jets. Second game against the Miami Dolphins. Those 2 are crucial. Divisional games, 2-0. Let's go. Monday nighter, Chiefs, big game. And then we go to New England. Yo, that's by week 8. I hope it'd be a dream if we're 8-0. It would be wonderful because that tells me, yo, we can compete with the best of them. And now you gotta be fearful to play the Bills. And that tells me Allen is rocking, Devin Singletary is rocking that. Trey Wright is locking shit down. That means we're balling. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. You know what? Ray Garcia mentioned that it could be a trap game. It could easily be a trap game. For sure. Because there's something about divisional games. People don't realize it, man. There's something about divisional games that just gets everybody hyped up and everybody's ready to go. It's not a rivalry. I don't want anybody to ever think that the Bills and Patriots are a rivalry. It never is. It's not. They've been whooping our tail for the longest time. It's not a rivalry. But it's nice that when the changing of the guards have happened, we can now start to take over. That's just my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, those are my 3 topics I wanted to hit tonight. How y'all feel about that? Are y'all with me? Let me recap the night. We talked about the weakest link. My weakest link, Josh Norman. I've already explained it. If you guys are tuned in for the first time, go back and check it out. Furthermore, smash that like, follow us, let us know how you feel in the comment section on the topics at hand. Topic number 2. We touched on sophomore jump. Dawson Knox is a very good candidate for the sophomore jump. Devin Singletary, sophomore jump. Cole Beasley, John Brown. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about just the rookies, right? I'm talking about the second-year players on this Bills team from last year going to this year, right? But to me, it's Devin Singletary. It's a Singletary show. And I'm hoping for it, that he comes out and he kills it. 775 yards last year with not a full amount of games played. Yo, I'm looking for big-time things happening. Big-time things. Big Jose, thank God you're live, man. I just worked a double it and I need some Rico in my life. I'm here, baby. I'm here. So, that being said, it's one of your favorite times of the live show. You guys all love it. You guys always ask for it. Here it is. It's time for you to call in. The phone is ready. If you guys are wondering, wait a minute, we can call in now? Hell yeah, you can call in. How do you call in? Got to be a member of the Bing Squad. The Bing Squad knows what it is, man. And the Bing Squad knows where the number's at. They can call in. So the lines are open. You guys want to sound off? You guys have a question? You guys want to let me know something? You disagree with what I've said? And I'm always open to discuss. I'm always open for you to sway my thinking. Y'all know what it is, man. Call that number. Call that number. And we got you. We got you. And here comes the first phone call. Love it. Love it. Hold on a second. It's your boy Rico's the Buffalo Fanatics. Who am I speaking to and where are you from?
It's Max from Dayton, Ohio. How you doing tonight, bro?
Max from Dayton, Ohio. My guy Max. What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing really well. It's making me sad because I'm thinking about football, and then I'm reminded that we're 3.5 months away, and I don't know how that's going to work. As far as you talking about the Monday night game, I hope that we're able to go to it.
It's one of the, I'm trying to be optimistic here. I'm trying to be optimistic, thinking that the season's gonna happen. Luckily for us, we're not the NHL, we're not the NBA where they're affected right now. We have time, but it could get worse, it could get better. We don't know, but I'm optimistic.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that I think the season will go on as planned. I don't know how the spectators are going to work as far as
that's the tricky one.
I don't think that they're going to play in front of crowds, but I think that's going to have a huge impact. Maybe not on the Bills season, but like for some teams like New Orleans and Kansas City and Seattle, who kind of feed off of their crowd, and I guess Pittsburgh too.
Yeah,
I think that's going to make a huge difference. But unfortunately, we don't play. I can't think of any hostile environments because we play Seattle and Kansas City at home.
Yep.
I can't think of any environments like that.
Pittsburgh,
really,
Pittsburgh is one of those environments.
Are we playing on the road?
I think when we played Pittsburgh last year, we were on the road, right? I think we were on the road. So yeah. I think they're coming to us. Yeah, so yeah, they get to come to us. So it's gonna be interesting, man. On the bright side though, and I look forward to it. Let's just say there's no fans in the stands. I kind of look forward to hearing the chatter on the field, right? the communication that you get to hear, the do this, or like remember. I don't know if you remember that there was a time where freaking Cam Newton was in the red zone, and who was it? I think it was Clay Matthews was like, oh, he's doing this. He's like, oh yeah, watch this. You know what I mean? Those are cool.
Yeah.
Those are cool to see, man.
For the ball.
Absolutely, man. So I kind of look forward to that. But yeah, man, it does. I feel you, man, because like we're 3 months away, and you're like, man, is this season gonna happen or not? We're in unprecedented times, man.
But it's going to be strange though, because a team like the Dolphins, they have so many new pieces, and like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as well, and I guess maybe even the Patriots. They're not going to have training camp and all. I don't know how preseason is going to go. They might not have all the time to build that chemistry that we as Bills fans know is so important. So I think that's going to work in our favor because, we, maybe with the exception of Stephon Diggs and I guess Josh Norman, I can't really think of any starters that we, brought in that are going to, be in the starting lineup right away. So we have that nucleus with us.
Yep.
Which is great.
Absolutely. And I'm going to add to that because when you think about, and I think they had Jefferson. They had Quentin Jefferson on the other day. He was on an interview, and they were asking like, why didn't you re-sign with the Seattle Seahawks, and why'd you come to Buffalo? And his thing was like, listen, man, it wasn't even close for me to even go back to Seattle. And I know that they weren't going in that direction, and I was part of a very good defensive line squad. And when I see what Buffalo's doing and who they have on the roster, it makes a big deal to me. And the one thing that he mentioned too was when you have a team like the Bills, and I'm paraphrasing here what he said, but when you have a team like the Bills and you see what they're doing, how could you not want to be part of this team? How could you not? And this team is exciting, man. So the fact of the matter is, man, we just got to let it play out. At the end of the day, we got to let it play out.
I think the main focus for the Bills this year, they're in a really, really, really lucky situation because their division it's in a weird spot. And I think if the Bills can just, the easiest way to make the playoffs is to win your division. You don't have to worry about anything else other than the people that are in your division. And they don't have Tom Brady in their division anymore.
No.
And, I know Tom Brady, he really wasn't that good last year. I mean, statistically and just in general, their offense is pretty poor. But, I mean, I think part of the reason why they were able to be so successful despite Tom Brady not playing that well is, I think it was, I don't know if you're familiar with Brett Coleman or if you know who that is.
Yeah, I definitely know who Brett Coleman is. He's a Texans fan.
Yeah. He tweeted something and he had it pinned for a while. And I think he tweeted it during the Steelers game last year, week 1, where the Patriots destroyed him. It was stop playing scared against the Patriots.
You can't.
And I think it was just the fact that they have Tom Brady on the other side. People are playing. I mean, you look at Sam Darnold, like the defense for the Patriots was good. Don't get me wrong, but like I think people were they were so nervous and they would just allow so many mistakes to happen, and the Patriots would just pounce on them. I think without Tom Brady there, especially with a guy like Jarrett Stidham, I just think that mystique is going to go away. Don't get me wrong, Bill Belichick's a great coach, but I think Tom Brady, just his presence, and it sounds crazy, but I do think it's true. I think his presence was the glue that kept them together.
Listen, let me tell you something. It's not crazy whatsoever. It was Brady. It's like when you go up against like a guy like LeBron, like you have to step your game up with a guy like LeBron. There's no question about it. And there is not playing scared per se, but there's a stigma. There's a thing about it. So when Brady and the Patriots come through, you do play scared. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, but we've been beat down so much by the Patriots that we're like, yo, enough of the play scared now. Let's actually try to compete with these guys. So we didn't play scared. We played like we wanted it. We wanted that shit. So I think now that he's gone, it's like, man, I really wanted to take care of business, but now it's strictly business. We're going to take care of business and we're not going to stop and we're going to be relentless and we need to take over the division because it's just that stink of Brady is still lingering. It still lingers. Although he's gone, it still lingers. We just got to Lysol the shit out of it and take care of the damn AFC East.
That's right, man. And inject some Lysol into this.
You're damn right, man. Spray that shit down and let's go. Let's put that new Buffalo scent in there.
Hey, man, week 4 last year, that was a prime example of the Bills playing scared. Let me just say. Tom Brady was terrible.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that, man.
Allen was even worse.
Great point.
But,
Great point.
Anyway, I really do appreciate, Rico, everything you do. Can you shout out some of my friends for me?
Yes, sir.
Can I get a big biggity bing for Jippy, Zach, Dara, Wesley, and Jake?
Oh, we got some new people. So Jippy, Jack, Dara.
Zach with a Z.
Yeah, Zach, Dara, and who's the other person? You said somebody else, Wesley.
Wesley and Jake.
Oh, Wesley and Jake. Look at that. We got a whole crew. All right, here we go. Bing, biggity, bing for my guy Jippy, Dara, Zach, Wesley, and Jake. Welcome to the Bing Squad. Even though you got part of the Bing Squad, you are parted through my guy Game Touch TV. I like it, man. Yo, listen. Man. All right, man. You have yourself a great night, man.
Energy.
All right, take care, boss. That's my guy, Max, Dayton, Ohio. Yo, he's one of those guys that I know he's gonna call, and it's always a good conversation when I talk to my guy Max. So, yo, don't be shy. Don't be shy. You want to jump on the call? You guys want to make a point? You want to go at me and argue me? Yo, you an idiot, and here's why I think you're an idiot. Bring it. Bring it, like my man The Rock does, man. Bring it. You know what I'm saying? I'll serve you up. But anyway, that's what it is, man. So at the end of the day, folks, we are anticipating a massive year. And this is a big year for not only Sean McDermott, Brandon Beane. It's a big year for Dable. It's a big year for Josh Allen. It's a big year for the team altogether. Like, we need to put it together and show that not only can we make it to the playoffs, but get out of the first round. We haven't been out of the first round since, I don't even know the time. Like, does anybody know when the last time we made it to the second round? Was it back in the 90s? Man, that's way too damn long. That's way too damn long. That's the way I got to look at it. Jeff Yin Yang, for you to get the number, you got to be part of the Bing Squad, man. And if you are part of the Bing Squad, you got to go to the community tab on the YouTube page. Go to the community tab, and it's right there. It's right there. But yeah, see, 1996, 97, golly, man. Like, dude, too long. What was happening in 96? I'll tell you what was happening in 96. The men's Canadian relay team were champions, if I remember correctly. Donovan Bailey, Bruno Surin. I'm trying to think of the other guys on the squad, man. Bruno Surin, Donovan Bailey, and I can't. I'm Glenroy was on the squad. And I'm thinking of somebody else. I can't. It's not coming to me right now. But that's a long time ago, man. Shoot, man. Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's our show. That is our show. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Catch it on the flip side. I'll try to break this video up a little bit so I can kind of break it into parts, because a lot of people don't have the time to watch a full hour. But if you do, I appreciate it. And let me put it this way. If you are catching this on the flip side, this is how I know you watched the whole thing. I want you to type in, when you get to the end, to this part, type in, "We got this." Type in, "We got this." If you get to this point, that means you watched the whole damn video. You type in, "We got this." And then we can go like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a pleasant rest of the evening. I want to get on a little earlier next week, but I needed to get on. I was supposed to go on last night, but you know what I mean? I had some company, so couldn't do it. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. It's always love. I love interacting with you guys. This is what makes Buffalo Fanatics. We interact with the viewers. Shoot, we got a new member right at the end of it. Joe Theodoris. What it do, Joe Theodoris? Bing, biggity, bing. Welcome to the Bing Squad, my G. Welcome to the Big Squad. You missed it, man. Don't worry about it. You can catch it on the flip side. Catch it on the flip side, my guy. All is good. All is good, man. Stay blessed. Ladies and gentlemen, stay blessed. Stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Although things are starting to get a little better, I think, based on what we see and what we're hearing. Still continue to do your physical distancing. You know what I'm saying? Continue to wash your hands, continue to do all the things that are necessary for us to stay safe and get through this thing, man. We're in weird times, but we got to do it together, man. At the end of the day, we got to do it together. So that being said, enjoy the rest of your night. And it's your boy. Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. I thought I was finished, but I got to let y'all know, man. Follow your boy. Real Rico _BF. I'm on it. Do me a favor. If you're not with the Flick Chat, download the app. It's free. Download the app Flick Chat. Then look up Buffalo Fanatics. And if you don't want to do all those steps, chatwithbf.com. Simple and done. Follow us on Buffalo Fanatics IG. Follow us and continue to follow us on Buffalo Fanatics Twitter. And if you want to look up our website for everything Buffalo Fanatics, here it is. So that is our day. That is our night. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And until next time, it's your boy. And I'm gone.